Hello everyone! So today, Christian, Sarah and I are going to present our new app called No to Waste that aims to end food waste in Taiwan. So first we are going to present the product design, then we will continue with the market analysis, and we will end our presentation with the implementation strategy. So here is the product design process, which explains how our app was created. We were interested in global warming and the food waste and looked up for a way to fight it. We checked up the numbers and saw that each year 1.3 billion tons of edible food is wasted in the world, which equals to 1/3 of the global production. The value of wasted food is $680 million a year. So then we checked how food waste is handled in Taiwan. So in Taiwan, there is 2.75 million tons of food waste each year. That creates even more pollution. Taiwan is ranked leader in waste recycling, but ranks very low in handling food waste. Food waste costs taxpayers billions a year, and with the new restrictions that were implemented in Taiwan due to the African swine fever, food waste has nowhere to go. Also, in developed countries, food waste occurs at later stages at the supply chain. So that was the conclusion of our research. Before we continue, here is an example of an existing food saving app.
We all love food. It's what fuels us and what brings us together. It can brighten a tough day and help us celebrate a good one. So how is it that 1/3 of the food we produce is wasted? 1.6 billion tons of food never reaches the table, and that's bad news for the planet. We've created an app to help solve this. Each day, you can save food from stores, restaurants and bakeries. Order, and they'll make you a magic bag from what they haven't sold that day. And then you just pick it up. Save food and help save the planet at the same time. Simple. Together, we can make a difference. Join our food waste revolution.
So here is our app's logo, and it's an app that goes beyond what you have ever seen until now. Indeed, No to Waste is an app that aims to fight against food waste by involving restaurants and customers. Every day, customers get discounts on products, and restaurants get to sell their unsold products. But what really differentiates us from others is that we provide an active sustainability community. So here is our design thinking process. After analyzing the customer's needs and values, we identified the key functionalities. So what matters to them is the high usability, the availability of the app on both Android and iOS, to see all participating restaurants, shops, bakeries nearby, to achieve the highest financial savings, to be able to bookmark favorites, and to be able to set food preferences. So basically, our app targets everybody, but we have categories. We target households, so we can empower everyone with no age limit to fight against food waste. We target also schools and students, but mostly we target businesses, so we can have partnerships with them and be able to provide a good service. So here we have a composite character profile. We have two types of individuals. We have Ivy, she's 24. She's a student living in an urban area. She has a little budget and is very interested in discounts. She is tech-affine and open to try out new culinary things. And on the other side, we have John. He's 35. He lives in an urban area as well. He's an environment activist and he's tech-affine and is open to try out new things as well. So here is our app prototype. We have several functions, but the first one is the explore function. The customer can find restaurants nearby and search for restaurants in specific areas. He can also get an overview of the participating restaurants. We have the filter function so that customers can set their food preferences, their price range, and their distance range. So we have the deals function that indicates the best deal with the greatest financial savings. and shows time-limited hot deals, the customer can activate its notification to get the deal first. Our app offers additional benefits through cooperation partners. You can browse several other benefits like vouchers, discounts, and coupons from our partners. These include sustainable companies. For example, you can get 20% off if you book a cycle now. We really wanted to create a community that enables people to share ideas with like-minded enthusiasts and gain deeper knowledge on sustainability topics, to exchange tips and initiate environment and food saving projects together. So that's why we created the No to Waste community on the app. So with our app, you can visualize the amount of food you have saved. The more you purchase, the more you save. And every time 100 kilo is saved, a tree is planted. And customers get additional discounts from our partners depending on the amount of food they have saved. And finally, customers can create their own profile with individual settings, so they can get notifications of new offers and discounts. They can bookmark their favorites and set their individual food preferences. Now I'm going to leave it to Christian so he can introduce the market analysis.
Essential for launching a new product successfully is to take a deeper look on the local market where you want to place this product. So in this part, we are trying to evaluate the Taiwanese food waste market. So let's take a look to the Taiwan market for food saving apps. First, we identified a number of potential app users. Therefore, we researched the number of smartphone users in Taiwan, which is 18.8 million and quite above 90% of all inhabitants of Taiwan. Out of these, there are 5.2 million people who sometimes use apps to buy food, and out of these, there are 3.8 million people who sometimes buy food via an application and have interest in sustainability topics. To highlight how attractive the Taiwan food waste market is, we highlighted some of the numbers Iraj told before on the right side. So there are 2.75 million tons of annually wasted food in Taiwan, which is about 120 kilograms per person. Moreover, there are 120,000 people below the poverty line, and Taiwan has 20% more per person food waste than other East Asian countries. Having proved the attractiveness of the Taiwan market, we want to highlight our value proposition now. As we said, our product is the No to Waste application and the website. And as you can see in the value map, we have a lot of gain creators as well as pain relievers. Gain creators are the discounted high quality food, the food quality ratings within our application, then the function of the hot deal notifications, that the additional revenue for the restaurants, and a visualization of where the restaurants are located. Then you get, as a customer, a good feeling because you actively reduce food waste, and you get third-party vouchers where you can profit in many ways. And of course, you can extend knowledge on sustainability and find friends in our community. Pain relievers are the high usability and customizability of our application, the cash-free payment, and the availability in every app store, which means on Google and app and iPhone. And this value map perfectly fits the customer profiles that have many gains like customizable user profiles, sustainability platform, additional vouchers, easy payment, and huge discounts, as well as pains, reduced pains like high food prices, the Taiwanese food waste problem and cash-only payments, as well as the lack of knowledge on sustainability topics. And what have the customers have to do to get these advantages? They have to just to browse our application, order and pay food, pick up the food, rate the restaurants, and actively participate in our community. We now want to share our business model. First step, as we'll in the class, is the customer segments. We have the app users that Iraj told before. Then we have the participating restaurants and shops, as well as third parties using the platform. The next step, we have to define our value proposition, which I already talked about at the previous slide. Then we analyzed our customer channels, which is the direct in-app communication, social media like Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook to interact with our customers. We have a website and a newsletter, advertisement, and the restaurant websites. Next, we want to give insights into our customer relationship management, where we want to conduct direct customized communication, individual user profiles, rewards and incentives when achieving certain levels within our application, and we have a customer support implemented. We have 4 major revenue streams, which I will be present in the next slide. And our needed key resources are firstly the network of participating restaurants and shops, app developers, and of course you need a mobile phone to use this application. Our key activities are to inform the users of reduced prices and food savings and food waste contributions, to provide a holistic food saving platform and a community, to incentivize people via third-party collaborations, and we have profound marketing in place. Our key partners are restaurants, bakeries, shops, gas stations, food producers, map providers, bloggers, marketing agencies, and third parties using the platforms. And our cost structure mainly consists of costs for the app development, our staff, the website domain, the brand name and copyright protection, as well as marketing. Regarding the revenue model, we identified the 4 major revenue streams. First are the commission fees. For every meal, our application generates 3% of the order price, and for potential subscriptions of third-party offerings through our platform, we also get a commission fee. Second is the subscription fee. Customers can order a premium membership for 100 National Taiwan dollars per month, which is €3, which enables them to have access to even more coupons and vouchers and other advantages. Third is the advertising fee. External partners pay for advertising within our application, and restaurants, shops, etc. could pay for a highlighted placement of their shops on our platform. And the last one is the cooperation fee, where third parties pay us for putting their vouchers on the platform. For a profound market analysis, we conducted a competitor positioning analysis in the next step. Therefore, we created the perceptual map on the left side of the slide. There, we evaluated possible competitors according to 2 dimensions. In the horizontal dimension, we assessed competitors regarding how they incentivize their customers, which means if they only offer food for a reduced price, or if they offer additionally other third-party offerings like other extensive advantages, for example vouchers or coupons. On the vertical axis, We assessed competitors regarding to their approach if they want to tackle the global food waste problem with a community and to have people share their knowledge and giving tips each other, or if they are just trying to fight a food waste problem by their own alone, which is on the bottom. And this distribution led to the following perceptual map, where you have on the bottom left quadrant just conventional supermarkets like Carrefour, A-Mart, and others, which are known for offering cheap food. But of course, as a nature of the supermarket, everyone goes there by alone. A little bit above, you have the application Too Good To Go, which only operates on the European market at the moment, and tends a little bit more towards a community-based approach because people can rate the food, but still they just offer food for a reduced price as an incentivation for customers. Going further upwards, we have the two initiatives, Food Sharing Taiwan and the Taiwan's People Food Bank Association, which are at least fulfilling some sort of community-based approach. But still, people are just getting offered this reduced food or even free food, but no other advantages. But we found that they already are a little bit community-based because, just people care about other people and try to help other people as well. In the bottom right quadrant, we have the most popular food ordering application in Taiwan, which is Uber Eats. But still, it is only for single people and with no community-based approach at all. But we found that they are already offering profound advantages compared to the other ones. We at No to Waste are convinced that the food waste problem can only be solved together. And as I mentioned, existing competitors or solutions fail because they are lacking a community-based approach and people can't share their mutual knowledge and ideas to tackle the problem. Furthermore, our solution offers much more incentivations than just large discount on the products, because we offer other extensive advantages like coupons for renting bikes and other sustainable company features. So we think that our solution is superior compared to the other ones, and our solution is placed at the top right quadrant of the perceptual matrix.
Now I'm talking about our implementation plan, which we are developing for our app No to Waste. Before I'm talking about our implementation plan we are developing for our app, I'm going to show you our project plan and show you where we're currently standing. Right now we achieved our milestone of finishing our prototype and website into integration environment. Right now we already started our user acceptance test, where a small group of people try the app as well as the website in the integration, and the goal is to identify any bugs in order to solve them later on. Then we have a small phase between the user acceptance test and the smoke test where we work on the bugs, and then the same group is also trying the app again in the real environment where the consumer later on have the same experience as them. After that, we're going to show the version we developed to our partners and have a go, no-go call with them to get their approval to bring our app on the market. After that, our implementation phase starts with the product launch, the rollout plan, and the marketing campaign, which I'm going to explain you more in detail now. Now I'm start talking about our implementation plan. One part of that is our product launch plan. which is divided into 5 steps. First step is team building. The second step is market launch concept. The third step is sales preparation. The fourth step is the rollout plan, which you already could see on the project plan. And the fifth step is our successful implementation. The first step of our product launch plan is the step team building, which is quite essential because it's important to have a group of people working together on the goal to implementing the app to the Taiwanese market. The team consists of the team leader, who is in charge of having the control over the whole project and also knowing what we have to do next and what is already done. Then we have the specialists, which are one group for one person from marketing or operations in order to know what we have to do specifically in that field. And then we have external partners, which are going to be like marketing agency, who's running our merchandise, or application developer who are still working on the app to improve it. Since we already created our team, we are able to move on to our second step, which is the market launch concept. Here we have 4 questions we have to consider in order to implement our product in the best way in the Taiwanese market. All of these questions are already covered earlier in the presentation. I just want to run quickly through it. What is the right time to launch the product? And we decided it's Q4. What is our USP compared to competitors and how do we want to position our product? This is something Christian already covered earlier in the presentation. And what is the pricing strategy is where our revenue model comes into play. And all of this is important to cover again in the team, just that everybody is on the same page. The third step is the sales preparation. It's quite important because this is where we start making money in the future. It is divided into 4 parts. First, we're going to have a launch package, which is just like a portfolio with all the important information about the app and the process of implementation. The second step is the website which we're going to implement in order to have a place where the consumer can gain information and also see how the app works. Then we're also creating short tutorials which are going to be displayed in the app as well on the website in order to cover the needs of the consumers to help them figuring out how our app works and how our business model works. And at the end, we're going to have our FAQs to explain any question which we thought of in advance. Since we prepared our sales, we are ready with step 4 and rolling out our app to the Taiwanese market. We are going to follow 4 steps. The first we're going to do is a marketing campaign in order to get awareness, which I'm going to show you later on how we're going to do it. And then we're implementing the app in the App Store of like Apple and Android, that the user are able to download it and start using it. Then we're also going to have the explanation tutorials on the app so people can teach themselves how to use the app and they also can see it on YouTube. After that, we want to expand our partners. So we're recruiting new partners in order to get larger discounts or voucher for our customers. In order to have a successful marketing campaign, first you have to come up with a communication concept, since you need to know how do you want to communicate your marketing. First, we're going to set goals of communication, which means we have really guidelines how our communication and marketing should look like. Then second, how do you address different target groups? Since you already know we're going to have 2 different target groups and we exactly need to know how to address them. And then third, which communication media should be used? We need to know on which social media platforms are our target groups. And then the fourth would be connecting with influencer. Since we know our target groups are probably going to be on social media like Facebook, Instagram, we are going to partner up with influencer, which already have an environmental awareness. Therefore, our target group is probably going to follow them. So we're going to provide them with our app and pay them in order to show our app to their community. We all know that a marketing campaign is essential in order to have a successful implementation of a product in a new market. Therefore, we want to have banners in every big city in Taiwan in order to create awareness of our new app and that people want to download it. At the same time, we also want to hand out merchandise which we're gonna place in restaurants and shops where people can pick up food and they already get it handed out in our cool bags. So people walking around the streets and showing our logo so people get interested in what is this about. Social media is a marketing channel which you cannot miss out today. Especially our target group are present there in order to inform themselves or to look for new opportunities. Therefore, we decided to also be present there as well. So here you can already see two potential posts we would publish on our profile. The first is a kind of milestone post where we show our community what we already achieved together and how much food we saved. So the post would be like 50,000 meals are saved. The other post is more a community post where we want to show that we create a community in order to fight together against food waste and also to connect and show our tips we already achieved. At the same time, sometimes some partners want to share product with our target group so they can win it there. And now we implemented our product into the market, and our step 5 will be how successful was our implementation. Step 5 is more a post phase, which means we're going to look how successful was our implementation after 1 or 2 years. So we're going to define leading indicators in order to monitor whether the implementation proceeded as planned based on key figures. Key figures would be like clicking on website or clicking on our tutorials, number of downloads and rating of the app, of course, and the amount of saved food and orders we already did in our community. And then the second step would be adjustment on current tools, like we would adjust our app because some user maybe gave us some recommendation, or we gonna improve our FAQs and also work on benefits argumentation we can create for our product in order to achieve a new level of our app. Now start downloading the app and be a part of our No to Waste community and save food. Now we are open for your question. Thank you for your attention.